how's it going guys? Today's video we're going to be unboxing the new Fifine K658 microphone. Now this is a gaming streaming microphone for around $100. We're going to be testing it out between this and the Blue Yeti, and then in a different video we're going to test it out against its predecessor, the cheaper alternative $50 Ampli-Gain. So we're going to be comparing that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that if you're wondering which one you should buy, this one or the $50 option. Now I might add the packaging on here is just amazing. This is what it looks like. Looks really good. The build quality on the actual device is amazing. Number one, I love when companies just make really good boxes and really good presentations. Fifine actually made it really good, and it smells good too. That's not really a thing that you should be worried about, but it just smells good. Thought I would add that and just like nicely. You have like a 6-foot cord in here as well for power, and then it comes with a 3/8 to 5/8 inch adapter for a boom arm. Just like the Fifine Ampli-Gain, it also comes with your tripod, as you can see. The same exact type of tripod, so you can do table style or you can put it on a boom arm like I have right here. Out of the box, if you don't have a boom arm and you don't want to spend extra money, it's nice that both options come with it. The only thing that I can tell that this microphone doesn't have compared to the Ampli-Gain is that the Ampli-Gain has a pop filter. It can be detachable, but it would be nice to have a pop filter somewhere around here. It does have a windscreen, so I guess that helps a lot more with background sound and just in general, so that's nice to have. Nice big knob for gain control, a mute button on the bottom. It's touch sensitive. It turns red when it's muted, green when it's active. Button on the back, which turns on and off the LEDs. So let's just get straight into the sound test. So here's the microphone. We're gonna have it at full gain volume. So here is the Fifine K658 microphone. This is what it sounds like. So if you are being up close, obviously I would be talking a lot lower because I know that it's at full gain. We are peaking somewhere around 10 to 8 decibels. It's pretty high up, but if I were to just be speaking in a podcast or streaming, this is what it would sound like. It peaks right around 15, just barely 15. As you can see, it just peaks very close to 15. Now the nice thing about this microphone is that you don't really need to do a whole lot of editing for OBS or your editing software, so in post-production you can add more noise canceling or more better audio in general. This straight out of the box, raw audio, this is what it sounds like, and it sounds really good. Very similar to this one. So if you don't know a lot about audio, you don't want to get into the audio or just make a ton of changes because it's confusing and stuff, you just want to plug it in and play, stream, do whatever you need to do. This one is just so good at doing that. Fifine is known for making really good microphones because of that. They're true plug and play, especially for Mac, since sometimes for Mac other microphones don't allow you to be able to use microphones. You have to go through a long process to be able to do that, but this one just helps out really well. So now we're just going to go ahead and bring the knob down, and we're going to go ahead and talk. So I will show you in a second cam when I'm moving the knob so you see where it is. For right now we're just going to go on the lowest setting, so right now you're hearing on this microphone, and then after I'll tell you when I switch on to this one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bring up the gain. We're switching in 3, 2, 1. From right to left, you're turning the knob, and we're just getting up a little bit closer. I'm just going to go a little closer to be voiceover type of deal. And whenever it starts to peak, I'll stop, which is right around here. And it looks like the P's actually do kick in if I do a p, 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 yeah, the P's, the T's. It's mainly the P's that peak, which is kind of interesting, but everything else is good. So if you were to be up that close, you'll be doing that. But overall, should you get this microphone? I 100% recommend it so far. I love the look. The build quality is amazing. The gain knob is just super easy to do. There's 2 downsides though. One, when you go on mute, whether it picks up on the recording software or the streaming, I'll let you know. The second downside is that the headphone jack, whenever you monitor your sound, is that you cannot change the audio. You can't change the audio when you're hearing, at least that's what I mean. But if you don't do that type of thing, then you should be good. But that's pretty much all the downsides. Other than that, this is an amazing microphone. Just such a beautiful microphone. The RGB on it is really good looking from any distance. Purely for aesthetics, if you were going for aesthetics, I would give this a 10 out of 10. It does look like a really good microphone. It's also built really well as well. We're going to start off with this first setting, which most microphones do pass the setting. The third setting is where you start to hear the background sound. I usually keep the air purifier at the second setting, which most microphones do a good job at. If this one doesn't do a good job at the second setting, then it's really bad at background sound. The first one, you shouldn't even be able to hear it at all. Now we're on the second setting. So this is the second setting. We'll see how the background sound is just based off of this. If it's good, not. It's at 100% gain, so we're all the way to the right. There is no editing whatsoever. I'll also do some edited audio just on my own. This is how it sounds. This is the third setting. Most microphones fail this test for the third setting, so we'll see how it is. I'll also compare it to the Blue Yeti in just a second, but this is what it sounds like. Let me see if the P's, T's, and S's will do any effect on that. Let's do some raw audio. So that's what that sounds like with no talking at all. We're going to go to mute it as well just to see the difference. Alright, so it looks like I did a pretty good job. That's what it sounds like. And I'll be using this for voiceovers, obviously, because Fifine's really good at making microphones. It replaced my Blue Yeti with a $50 microphone. It's definitely going to replace it with a $100 microphone, especially from the same company. Thanks, Fifine, for actually sending this out to me for review. Again, really good cooperation. I love your microphones now. I fell in love with them. Fell in love with your brand. Just amazing stuff you're doing here. Continue to do more gaming type of deal. I know there's going to be more improvements within this year, next year. Going forward, such an amazing microphone. Let's go and switch to the Blue Yeti. Now we're going to do the Blue Yeti microphone sound test. Alright, so this is the microphone. I'm not too sure what the gain is at right now, but we're sitting at the same distance from the Fifine microphone as the streaming setup. And then we're going to turn on the air purifier. Alright, so we turned on the air purifier. It's on the second setting, so we're going to see if we can hear me or the air purifier more. And I'm at the same distance where I was for the Fifine microphone. That's just a little sample to see if you can hear it. And we're on this third setting, so we're going to see the Fifine microphone did a pretty good job on this setting. You can hear me more, but we're going to see if the Blue Yeti can do a difference. Alright, so even with the heavy price tag and all that, this microphone, I do recommend it. I would personally buy it again if I needed to. The RGB looks amazing, as you can see. It's not exposed, so you won't be able to see the LEDs, which is nice, but it looks good on camera. It looks good on everything because it's just nicely lit. Now what you could do is you can easily disassemble it or quickly disengage it from the actual shock mount right here. Just by unscrewing the thing in the back, you can take out the microphone itself and you can move somewhere else. You can have a separate boom arm or somewhere in a separate setup. So an amazing microphone. I 100% recommend it. If you guys want to check out more videos just like this, make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. One more thing, check out my Fifine comparison video so we can see which one is better.